morning. I just wanted to get in here early, and if anybody wants to join me, we're going to be here. I know sometimes it takes a little bit of time to figure out these new technology things. I did my scrambling the other night. What wasn't hooked up? How do you get the camera to work? I've done this before. Why is it so hard now? So that's very distracting. So I don't know if I'm the one on there. If somebody has joined me, welcome. If I'm the one, hey, then I'm going to fix this computer over here. It's live too. So we're going to close that. Okay. So hopefully that wasn't a big picture of my backside. We're going to throw some covers on here. And we're going to wait. Good morning. Welcome. We're just kind of waiting until 10 o'clock rolls around. And we can sing and dance in the meantime. But we're going to get started. Oh, we got a couple people coming on. Well, welcome. I'm happy to have you. And I hope I can do something positive for you by the end of this video. This is something new to me, so we're all going to learn here today. And I'm excited to have you on. I'm going to start here in just a couple more minutes, see if anybody else is going to join us. But we are live, and you get to type down here at the bottom questions and comments, and I think I get to respond. We'll see. Okay, so hang in there. We're coming back. It's about 2 minutes early. So it's just about, just turned 10 o'clock right now. So we're going to get going here in just a few minutes, just a few seconds. We're here to say, to turn our mind around and to be positive, to turn the news off. So this is kind of a new thing for me, and we're just gonna see how it goes, see if other people are feeling like I do and just need kind of a bolster in your life to perk up your day, perk up your brain, change your thought waves, and be positive. We have to go through this, so here we are. And my phone is talking to me. I guess I should put this on mute. You turn this down. Okay, well, we're going to go ahead and start because it is 10 o'clock. And if people come in, they'll just miss my awesome opening line. But I'm happy to have you here. We're talking about fear today and how to get rid of it. Are you tired of walking into stores and being looked at like you have leprosy? Like your skin is purple, or, you got a horn in your head? How about opening a door for somebody, which is what we always do, right? I opened a door for somebody the other day in the hardware store, and I'll get it. What do you mean you'll get it? I'm holding the door like, come on in after me. I'll get it. Don't worry. I'll get it. Okay. Oh, you're going to get the door? Yes, I'll get the door. Okay. Apparently, as I'm saying this, I figured it out. She wanted to be 6 feet behind me before she came in. Or she thought I had cooties on the door. So I went in and was like, that's just weird. So what kind of weird situations have you run into? What about, have you been to a nursing home? I went to a nursing home before all this brouhaha started. They just started taking everybody's temperature. And if you're touching a patient, if you're a nurse, going back and having anything to do with contact with patients, they are taking your temperature every time you leave the floor. The patients are barricaded in their room. They're not allowed to talk to their family members, see their family members, unless it's by phone. My girlfriend's mom is in there, and she had to talked to her on the phone from the parking lot. It's very sad. We're in isolation, and yet we can do these kind of live chats. We can do Facebook groups and all those kind of things. And I guess they can too, but you know what? They're 80 and 90 years old, and it may not be the time for them to learn this new skill, because I'm not 80 or 90 and I'm still struggling with it. I need help. And thank you to all the people who have helped me. But I am rambling. So let me get started here. Love for you to go down and hit the subscribe button to join. You'll get notified of any other chats that we do, videos that we post on how to use our products. I am Deb Meyer with Odor Exit, and I am not here to sell you product today. If you buy some, I'd love it. But that's the point, really, is to talk about how to get through this fear thing that we're all feeling and not knowing when we're coming out on the other side, and listening to the news and thinking it's doomsday and the sky is falling. We just can't internalize that. We've got to stop it and find another outlet. Fear, anger, all those negative thoughts damage our body, damage our brain, damage our heart, our blood flow. And so we got to stay healthy through this, so that when we do come out the other side, we're ready to go again. We're ready to hit the ground running. And, you know, some of us are hitting the ground running right now because we're necessary. No, we're essential. And you know what? We are all essential. We just got to figure out where our place is right now and what we can do and what we're willing to do. If you're going out, you want to be sure not to bring germs home to your children, your family members, your elder parents. My husband is older, and he fits into all of those unhealthy can catch it categories. So I come home and should have brought a bottle in here. I spray myself with Mom's. It's an odor exit product. It oxidizes. It's kind of like hand sanitizer when you can't find it on the store shelves. And I keep it in the car, spray my hands, spray my steering wheel. And I feel very comfortable going home to him, and I'm not taking him anything. So what is this fear doing to you? If you've got any comments, stories you want to tell, you know, type it in here at the bottom. I'm pretty sure this is how that works. This is my first real live YouTube chat. So if you type it in, we'll see if it works, and I'll answer your question. But it's, how do we get through this? I mean, what can we do? We can let the fear rule us, but that does no good. That doesn't help us at all. It doesn't help our family. You know, it doesn't help our dog. And my comments that I wrote to get you here on those emails, you know, are you tired of walking the dog? Is the dog pretty tired of going on 3 walks a day to keep you happy? Is he tired of you being home and he wants to rest? Are you able to work from home? I know a guy who I do business with through UPS, their shipping company, one of them. He says he's tired from working from home already. And this was a week ago when I talked to him. So, you know, change is not something we really like in our life. This is something we're going to have to get used to. And online is a way to connect to people, to be with our family, to still see people, and we can't physically touch them, but we want to reach out, and that's going to help our mind. You know, we're talking here about renovation of our mind, getting out of the fear, being positive, and making things happen in our own little world that we can control, because the government's got the rest of this. You know, you can listen to the governor or not. Hopefully the police don't pull us over. I mean, I figure I'm essential. If I'm delivering product that the hardware stores need to sell, hey, I'm essential. You go into the grocery store, the hardware store, the pharmacy. Those are essential things for you and your family. We need to do those things, but you got to keep a good mind about it. You got to be positive, and griping and complaining all the time, you know, isn't the answer. So somebody didn't want me to open the door for them. You know what? They're more in fear than I am. So I have to feel sorry for them and get over my hard feelings. That first company I went to, it was when this was all new and they locked it down. And I mean, I had brought papers for them to make changes on one of my labels that we use, and they wouldn't see me. I was like, I didn't understand. We can't take this personal. I mean, that's exactly what I did. I took it personal. I was very hurt. It took me a couple hours to get over it. It's not personal. It's the news media scaring us. Okay, apparently this is a worse kind of flu than what we typically have. That's why they're all shuttering in place. I meant to say that. Yes, we're sheltering in place, but what are we doing? Are we shuttering in place? I just made that up. That's what we're doing. So we can't do that. We need to get out and touch people. We need to get on webinars. If you're getting bombarded in your email with different places to go to talk, I mean, what's some solutions you can think of to get you out of your head, out of your negativity, and become the you that you were 2 months ago? What about all the projects you've put aside? Fixing your house. What projects? I mean, cleaning out my garage is one. I swear I'm going to do it when it gets warm. But I'll tell you right here at Odorex that we've been pretty busy. When you stay in your house, when you shelter in place, if it doesn't smell good, you don't want to be there. So Odorex, it's kind of kicking it off the charts for a March. So again, I'm not here to sell you anything, but odorexit.com. But so I'm not being able to get to those projects that I think I can get to in these crazy times. But what about you? What about other things? Have you always wanted to sew for your kids? Have you wanted to teach your kids how to sew? How about how to cook? I mean, there's some quality time you could be spending with the people in your home, in your area of shelter, that you're with people, and there's lots of things we can do. How about being outside? What about having the best garden you've ever had? Because now you've got the time to work outside. And out here, yesterday we had a beautiful sunshiny day, and I think we're going to have the same thing today. They're not threatening rain yet. So, pulling up last year's weeds and the grass in your garden, and planting new flowers. And God forbid, who knows how long this shelter in place is going to be. What about planting vegetables and growing your own herbs and fruits, and I guess probably not fruits, vegetables? Have a vegetable garden. I mean, there's the things we've always put off that now we've got time to do. Take this opportunity. Make it an opportunity. Have you ever wanted to build your business and make it flourish even more? Writing ads, talking to people that you've always wanted to talk to, but you've never had the nerve. Maybe you do sell something, like we sell Odorexit. Maybe you sell your arts and crafts. Now you got more time to make those, but you got time to call people and ask them to carry them in their store, to put them up on their website. These things that we've put off before. You know what I did last night? I wanted to do this forever. And for some reason, it popped up on my phone. Now, I've never searched for it before. It popped up. I want to learn how to two-step. I know, crazy things, but you know what? When you're stuck behind a computer, that's not what you do. So I looked at it, and it was like, I don't know, $50 on my phone. And it's like, that's the first time I've ever seen it. Let me keep searching. And I did the two-step right here in the office last night. Okay, so I couldn't go very far because I was chained to the headphones to hear them talk on my computer. But it's those little things like that. It gave me such pleasure. Look at me. So what are the things in your life that bring tears to your heart, that you've put off, that you haven't taken the time to do? And we have a choice. It's taking back that time. We choose to do what we want to do. And we can sit and stew on the couch, or we can get up and Google it and find out how to do it, how to hook up the internet, how to, oh, in these crazy times, how to get a new station on your TV set with 14 different remotes. This is the time we can take to do that. And we got to have balance in our life to be able to do that. It's time to put the fear behind us, listen to the news a little bit each day, kind of get what's going on. Are we allowed out yet? Or are we still under confinement? Each state is different. It's growing. It's changing. You know, give it 10 minutes at the top of the hour when the news comes on the radio. Give it 10 minutes. Listen to what's going on now. You know, do it once in the morning and once at night. I think that's all you need. If you want more, you know, if you hear more, then call your congressman and tell them what you think about some of the bills they're not passing, or they're passing, or the money they're stuffing in bills they want to pass. Let your voice be heard. Don't give up on that. But it's balance. Once you get out of that mindset, then change it. Go back to what pleases you, because we got 24 hours in every day, and we need to use it. And we need to not abuse it. We need to make the very best of it, and grow as people. There's an opportunity for us to grow as people. What books have you never read that you've always wanted to? How about sitting down with the Bible? Do you spend enough time with the Bible? Because honestly, folks, that's what's going to get us through. That is what is going to get our country through all of this, is God. God has watched over this country from the beginning, from George Washington to, hey, I believe he put Obama in place too. And now he's put Trump in there, and we're in the best position as long as we turn to God and let him know our fears, and let him take away our fears. Surrender our fears to him. Surrender all the negativity, and he gives us back such wonderful things. And it's up to us to choose. What other books haven't you read that you've wanted to? Learn how to do anything. And I'm going to step back a minute. Why do I have the ability, the authority to even talk to you about this? I mean, who am I? I'm a person who sells odor elimination products, and you've heard my name on emails, and probably haven't heard my name on emails. You've seen my name on emails, and now you can put a face with a voice and a type name. You know, this wasn't always me. I used to work at a corporation here in Cincinnati, and they taught me a lot of stuff. And before that, I was at different jobs. And when I'd lose a job, I would go home, and my mom taught me how to sew. I would sew me a whole bunch of clothes for either the summertime or for my next job. And that was kind of, even at that point, that's how I spent some of my time, was to improve myself when I got the job back, another job back. Look at your own life. What have you done to make lemonade out of lemons? I mean, that's what we got to do here. And I've done that. I was diagnosed as a diabetic at 12 years old. That seems to be the popular age for a lot of people I know. I was told, you're perfectly normal, except you can't eat candy or sugar. And I went, I want to bet. So I tried to eat as much as I possibly could. And some days I still do that. But I still have 10 fingers and 10 toes by the grace of God. I abuse myself, but I found God through Overeaters Anonymous. And he has helped me curb my eating, eat well. You know, I still need to ask him every day to keep me in line, to give me balance, to surrender my feelings, my emotions, and my food so that he can take it over. And he's done a marvelous job for me, and I can't do it myself. So I think that I want to do this. I want to do this because I was really in a bad spot a couple weeks ago when those doors all shut to me. I got one last meeting in at the nursing home. I didn't get a meeting in with my printer, and I came home and watched the news to find out why, and I was in the dumps. It was awful. And I found that when I started talking to people just over the phone, I felt better. I got out of myself and I felt better. So I was thinking that if I was doing this, I wasn't the only one. And other people needed strength and courage and wisdom and positiveness in their life. And I wanted to be the one to bring it. So I'm rambling again, but I want you to know there's strength out there. There's strength in numbers. There's courage. Think about what you can do with the other people in your household. Maybe play a board game. Play Old Maid. Play Go Fish. What's a euchre? All those other card games that we don't do anymore. We do them on our computer by ourselves. What can we do with others in our life to keep opportunity in front of us, to keep goodness? I had a lady call me just yesterday from Colorado. She wants to send some of our products to New Zealand. New Zealand is on lockdown for 4 weeks, and they don't have any toilet paper. They don't have any sanitizers. So they wanted she wanted me to send the mom's product to him in New Zealand. Did we ship internationally? You know what? Whatever we got right now, there are other people who are worse off than we are. We need to think about that. We need to think about the balance in our life and look at what are we grateful for. Look at our lives. You know, I looked out my bedroom window earlier this week. Beautiful daffodils. Spring hasn't changed. Warm season is coming. April, Easter, things are blooming. It is time to be in the garden. But the beautiful little miniature daffodils and the normal sized daffodils and the yellow and white ones, you know, spring is coming. Things are changing. We're just locked in our home, but we can reach out, and we have to reach out, and that's important. We have a choice. So I just wanted to talk with you today and let you know, if you need anything, call me. Call me. Most of you have my cell phone number. Call the 800 number, 877 Odor Exit. Ask for Deb. We can get through this. We can love each other, reach out to each other, be encouragement for each other. And that's what I want to do with this YouTube chat. I can't remember where I am. I'm running out of positivity. I'm getting in tears here. I hope you guys have all benefited a little bit from this. If you need anything from me, I'm going to be back here next week with some new stories and something more encouraging to say. If you're looking for a really great book to build your head and to just think positive, it's Think and Grow Rich by Napoleon Hill. I'm going to close with that. He says, you are what you think. If you think you can do it, you can. And I think Thomas Edison said that. If you think you can't, you can't. So do whatever you put your mind to, because if you think you can do it, you can. If you think you're going to be sick, you will too. So you can't think those negative, stinking thinking thoughts. Be positive. Send in, I'm a Deb at odorexit.com. Send in your ideas, positive things you're doing. Share them with us on our YouTube here. And thanks, Sharon. And I'd love to talk to you next week, and tell your friends. And be sure and subscribe at the bottom. Thank you for being here. Thank you for being an Odor Exit customer. Our customers are the best part of the business. We want you to be healthy and safe and love one another. And God bless America.